Welcome back. I'm joined now by former Met Detective Chief Superintendent Kevin Hurley. Lovely to see you this morning. Can we discuss two-tier policing and whether it exists or not? What do you think?
Well, at the moment, the statements are that it doesn't exist, but certainly in my 30-odd years in police and time since, I can say that when dealing with certain ethnic minority groups, police do walk on eggshells, they do back off, and they're extremely cautious in how they deal with them. So from my point of view, at a strategic level, it exists. At the operational level, police officers, this is the guys and girls on the street, they get on with the job such as they see it in front of them, but they also do so in the mindset that if they are caught on video in a situation that can be misinterpreted or makes them look bad, especially with an ethnic minority, they know they'll be thrown under the bus. So, of course, there is not an official policy on it, but it has for many years been one of be very cautious or back off or withdraw or don't use excessive or don't use stop and search on certain ethnic minority groups and so on. I mean, the example of it is actually, and I'll cut to the chase here, is knife crime in London. Most of the people who die from stabbing in London are young black males, and most of the people who do the murders in London are young black males. So the people who do the crying are black mothers because their sons get life imprisonment or they're dead. Although there is disproportionate stop and searching of black youth in London, quite right too, because they are the ones doing the dying and the ones doing the killing. However, as a result of this continual cry that police stop black youths too much, many police officers have withdrawn from doing stop and search. It's down to about a third of what it once was 10 years ago. So yes, that's an example of it, and knife crime continues to go.
I think the black community, Kevin, I think the black community would obviously hit back at that and say, look, like all communities, we have people that commit criminality. That doesn't mean we should all be tarred with the same brush. And this idea that stop and search has been used disproportionately when it comes to some communities that are just trying to get on with their lives and minding their own business.
Yeah, that's unless you ask actual black mums who live in the inner city, because I have done that. And I've said, do you want me to direct my staff not to stop and search black youths? And there's a furore when they say no, you must do more of it. So it depends who you speak to. If you talk to various activists and so on who are out there, it's in their best interest, frankly, they get TV appearances, they're on different quangos, of course they're going to argue. I'll be called a bigot for saying this. The fact is that I ran Operation Blunt in 2008 for the Met, where we had 29 youth murders in 1 year. 4 years later, we were down to 8. And the main reason was we did stop and search on certain inner city areas where the focus was on black youth gangs. So I can put my hand on my heart and say, I led an operation that saved over 100 black youths from being killed and maybe 300 getting life in prison. I have no problems in saying that.
No. Kevin, just to bring it back to the riots, you mentioned there this idea of being filmed. It strikes me that the online community has become the enemy of the police in two ways. First of all, because of the fact that the internet can be used so easily to incite violence, to get people to link up and have riots in different towns and cities. But also this idea, and this obviously was in evidence in Manchester Airport, the police being filmed. Should there be some kind of law to prevent the police being filmed? Obviously, we see their body cam footage, but we get these sort of half-baked pictures of what's actually happened in any policing situation, because you can't see the whole film and from start to finish. You just see snapshots.
No, absolutely not. Everyone should be allowed to film. The police, it's right that the public, politicians, media hold police to account. Where we have got a problem is in the Luddite-like approach of senior police leaders to the way the modern world's moving now with Twitter X, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, use of Periscope and so on, and body-worn cameras. If you look in America, they are really wising up to this situation, that as soon as a contentious incident occurs, police will put videos of it going out on the media. Now, police leaders will say, this could affect court proceedings. Well, maybe it does. However, What is most important for the police is not that they win on an individual incident, it's that they maintain public confidence and the public think they're working for. So if a case is contentious, then they should film it with immediate coverage of what's occurred, because winning overall public appreciation or acceptance is far more important than the individual case.
Kevin Hurley, we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you so much for joining us this morning.